First lot to be arriving in Jim's boat, and another lot not far behind.
Good evening, Fred.
Good evening, Mrs. Rogers.
Is that the boat?
Yes.
Already high-rivered everything?
I believe so. Lemons, cream, eggs, slip soles, that was all, wasn't it?
That's right. There's just so much to do with all these things today. I just don't know where to start.
Calm down, Ethel. Everything's shipshape now. Looks nice, doesn't it, Fred?
Looks neat enough for me. A bit bare, although I believe rich folks like places bare.
Rich folks is queer.
And he was a queer sort of gentleman who built this place, spent a working lot of money on it, and put the whole thing up for sale.
Here's me where I was going to buy it living on an island.
Don't forget to chop up the engine, Fred. I have to chop up the fuel for tomorrow. We're at the lights running down.
Snowed up at the station, should be at the railway by now. I'll bring it across first thing tomorrow.
And I shall want at least 5 loaves of bread and 8 pints of milk by the morning, remember?
Yes.
Oh, and do give a hand for lunch, will you?
Of course.
I forgot to give you the list of guests, Tom.
Oh, thanks, so go. Doesn't look very classy to me. Miss Claythorne should probably be the secretary.
I don't hold much with secretaries. They're worse than hospital nurses, always seeing themselves as heirs and graces and looking down on us servants.
Oh, come off it, Ethel, and cut along back to that expensive, lovely, up-to-date kitchen of yours.
Too many newfangled gadgets for my fancy.
So this is it.
How perfectly lovely.
Miss Claythorne,
Yes, Rogers.
good evening.
Good evening, Rogers. Will you bring up my luggage and count them on bars?
Of course, miss.
Have you been here before?
No, but I've heard a lot about this place.
From Mr. and Mrs. Owen?
No, old Johnny Brewer, a pal of mine. He built this house. It's a sad and poignant story.
A love story.
Yes, ma'am, the saddest of all. He was a wealthy old boy, fell in love with the famous Lily Logan. Married her, bought the island, and built this place for her.
Sounds most romantic.
Poor Johnny. He thought that by cutting her off from the rest of the world, without even a telephone as a means of communication, that he could hold her.
But of course, the fair Lily tired of her ivory tower and escaped.
Johnny went back to Wall Street, made a few more millions, place was sold.
And here we are. Well, I ought to find Mr. and Mrs. Owen.
It would be very rude for you to leave me here all by myself.
Would it? Oh well, I ought to find them.
They'll come along when they're ready. While we're waiting, do you think I could have a drink? I'm very dry.
Of course you could.
Certainly warm after that steep climb. What's yours?
Oh no, not for me. Not on duty.
A good secretary is never off duty.
Really. Oh, this is exciting.
What?
All of this. The smell of the sea, the gulls, this lovely home. I am going to enjoy myself.
I think you are. I think we both are. Here's to you. You're very lovely.
Where is Mr. and Mrs. Owen?
Mr. and Miss Owen have been detained in London, I'm afraid. They won't be back until tomorrow. I thought you already knew it.
Tomorrow, but
I have a list of the guests expected, if you'd like.
thank you. Oh, how awful. I say you will be sweet and help me, won't you?
I won't lose from your side.
Thank you. Why, it seems rather silly to brought all us on the first boat and the rest in the second.
That, I'm afraid, was design, not accident.
Design? What do you mean?
Well, I suggested to the boatman that there was no need of waiting on any more passengers. That and 5 shillings soon started up the engine.
Oh, you shouldn't have done that.
Well, they're not the most exciting lot now, are they?
Why, I think the young man was rather nice looking.
Callow. Definitely callow. And very, very young.
And you think a man in his 30s is more attractive?
I don't think, my darling. I know.
What's the place you got here?
Hello, I'm Mrs. Owen's secretary. Mrs. Owen has been detained in London, I'm afraid, and won't be back until tomorrow.
Oh, too bad.
May I introduce you to Captain Lombard, Mr.
Marston. Anthony Marston.
Have a drink.
Oh, thank you.
What will you have? Gin, whiskey, sherry?
Whiskey, I think.
Place that here.
I'm Mrs. Owen's secretary. Mrs. Owen has been detained in London, I'm afraid, and won't be back until tomorrow.
See when?
Oh, wizard. Oh, yes. Thanks.
My name's Lombard. Have a drink, sir.
Say, this is quite wonderful. Alright. Mr. Temperance. This really does remind me of South Africa, it does.
Really? What part?
Natal, Durban, you know.
Really?
You know South Africa?
Me? No.
Finest country in the world. Place full of diamonds, gold, silver, and oranges. Anything America ever wanted.
Interesting country, I should think.
How do you do?
General Mackenzie, isn't it? I'm Mrs. Owen's secretary. Mrs. Owen has been detained in London, I'm afraid, and won't be back until tomorrow. May I introduce you to Captain Lombard, Mr. Marston, and this is...
Thanks.
Whiskey and soda, sir.
Thanks. You in the service?
Formerly in the King's African Rifles. Too tame for me in peacetime. I chopped it.
Pity. When?
The drink, sir.
Where is Miss Owen?
Miss Brent, isn't it? Hi, Mrs. Owen's secretary. Mrs. Owen has been detained in London, I'm afraid, and won't be back until tomorrow.
Indeed. Extraordinary. Did she miss the train?
Well, I would expect so. May I introduce you to Captain Lombard, Mr. Marston, General Mackenzie, and Mr.
Thanks, sir. I'll take a case.
Do let me get you a drink. Dry martini. Glass of sherry. Whiskey and soda.
I never touch alcohol.
You never touched alcohol.
I suppose you know, young man, that you left us standing there on the wharf.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm afraid I was to blame for that. You see, I wanted
It
to.
seems most extraordinary that Miss Owen is in here to receive her guests.
Well, perhaps she just can't help missing trains.
Yes, I suppose that's the type of person she is.
Not at all. Miss Owen isn't the least like that.
Perhaps it was her husband's fault.
She hasn't got a husband. I should have to get married.
Yes, I can take you there.
We'll find Miss Orchard's upstairs, miss. She'll show you the way. I'm afraid our host and hostess haven't arrived, sir. My name's Lombard.
My name's Wolverine. How do you do?
How do you do? Have a drink, sir.
Yes, please. Whiskey.
Say, quite wonderful place here. Quite unique. Thanks.
As you say, quite unique.
Old Badger Berkeley rolled up yet?
What did you say?
Badger Berkeley. Wrote me this whole show. When's he coming?
I don't think he's coming. Nobody of the name Berkeley.
That dirty double-crosser. He's let me down. Well, there's a pretty wizard girl that's a secretary. Line things up a bit. I say, old man, what about dressing up for dinner at this time?
Let's go and explore.
Oh, wizard.
Things are a bit at 6 and 7 with the Owens not turning up.
I say, where's the place for the holidays?
Aren't you going to sit down?
Well, to tell you the truth, you seem to be in my chair.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize you were one of the family.
Well, it's not that exactly. To tell you the truth, I've never been here before. But you see, I left the Benton Club. After about 10 years now, and my chair is just about there. Simply can't get used to sitting anywhere else.
It's a sort of a habit.
Yes, it does.
Thank you. Well, it's not quite as good as the club's, but it's a nice chair. To tell you the truth, I was a bit surprised when I got this invitation. Haven't got one for well over 4 years. Thought it was nice of them, though.
Okay, sir.
Yes. Is Lady Constance Cullington expected to rise?
Lady Constance Cullington? No, I don't believe so, sir. Unless if she's coming down with the old, sir.
Oh.
Okay, sir.
No, thank you. I should like one back for myself.
Very well, sir. Dinner is at 8 o'clock, sir. Shall I show you to your room?
Please.
Here you are, sir. I'll call Rogers.
How are you? Thanks. Davis.
Mine's Armstrong.
Armstrong, I presume.
Yeah.
That's it. You never forget a face.
Don't tell me I've forgotten one of my patients.
Oh no, it's nothing like that. See, I've seen you in court before giving some extra evidence.
Oh, really? Are you interested in the law?
Yes, you see, I'm from South Africa, so naturally, this country's legal processes would interest a colonial like myself.
I support.
Have a drink?
No, thank you. I never touch it.
Mind if I do? Mine's empty.
Not a bit.
There's no wonderful place here.
Wonderful. I just thought as I was coming across the mainland what a haven of peace this was.
Too peaceful for some, I can say.
Wonderfully restful. Wonderful for the nerves. I'm a nerve specialist, you know.
That's what they said. Did you come down my train?
No, I walked it down. Dropped in on a patient along the way. Great improvement. Wonderful response.
Good such miles. How did it take?
No, I didn't hurry. I never hurry. Bad for the nerves. Some mannerless young fellow nearly drove me into the ditch near Amesbury. Shot past me about 80 miles an hour. Disgraceful bit of driving. Like to have had his number.
Oh yes. If only more people take the numbers of these judgment cards.
Yes, you must excuse me. I must have a word with Mr. Owen.
Oh, but Mr. Owens isn't coming.
You ready, sir?
Yes, take my hand. What time is it?
Dinner is at 8 o'clock, sir. In a quarter of an hour, sir. I believe tonight's dressing will be optional.
Quite a wonderful place here, I think.
Yes, thank you.
Been there very long?
Just under a week, sir.
Say, suppose you don't know anything about guests, do you?
Can't say I do, sir.
All old friends of the family?
I really couldn't say, sir.
Hello. Oh, Rogers?
Yes, sir.
Could you bring me a couple sandwiches and a bottle of beer for the night? I got a hell of an appetite to see here.
I'll see what I can do, sir.
I'll see that you won't lose by it, Rogers. Adam, where's my room?
Right this way, sir.
Good. I'm gonna need to go wash and brushing straight away.
Oh, there you are, Rogers. You gotta help me with these dirty dishes. You always leave all the dirty work to me. Where are you going? I have a 4-course meal on my hands and there's no making me till morning. Without having these dirty dishes. Who is it that you're talking to, by the way?
Davis, South African gentleman. No class, if you ask me. And no money either.
I don't like them. Don't like any of them much. More like that bunch we had at the boarding house, I'd say.
Davis gives out that he's a millionaire or something. You should see his underwear. Cheapest they make them.
Well, as I said, Rogers, it's not treating us right. Who do they think we are with no race coming to the morning?
Can't tell you, anyway. The money's good.
Yes, well, it ought to be. Catch me going to business again if it wasn't.
Well, it is good, so what are you going on about?
Well, I have a good mind. I'm a good cook. I have a good mind to put my hat and coat and walk right back out to Plymouth.
You can't do that, old girl.
Oh yeah, why not? Who says I can't?
Well, it's because you're on an island, old girl. Did you forget that?
Yes, and I don't know how I fancy being on an island.
Don't you know that I do either? There's no swooping down to our pub or going to see the pictures. Anyway, there's plenty of beer in the house, and it's double wages on account of the difficulties.
That's all you ever think about. Beer.
Now, stop your nagging and get back to that kitchen of yours, or that dinner of yours will be spoilt.
It'll already be spoiled. Waste on them anyways. Thank goodness I didn't make a souffle. They're all going to be late. Oh, there won't be another minute. Just a question of dishing up.
Is everything all right, Rogers? Can you manage between the two of you?
Quite all right, ma'am. Mrs. talks a lot, but she always gets it done.
What a lovely evening.
Yes, the weather seems very settled.
How plainly one can hear the sea.
It's a pleasant sound.
And hardly a breath of wind. And deliciously warm. Not like England at all.
I should have thought you'd feel a little uncomfortable in that dress.
Oh no?
It's rather tight, isn't it?
Oh, I don't think so.
You'll excuse me, my dear, but you're a young girl, and you have your learning to earn.
Yes?
A well-bred woman doesn't like her secretary to appear flashy. It looks as though you were trying to attract the attention of the opposite sex.
And you think I do attract them?
Well, that's besides the point. A girl who deliberately sets out to get the attention of men won't be likely to keep her job long.
I guess that depends on who you're working for.
Really, Miss Claythorne?
Aren't you being a little unkind, Miss Brent?
Young people nowadays act in the most disgusting fashion.
Disgusting?
Yes, low-back evening dresses, lying half naked on beaches, all this so-called sunbathing, an excuse for immodest conduct, nothing more. Familiarity, Christian names, drinking cocktails. And look at the young men nowadays, decadent, ugh. Look at the young Marston, what good is he, like Captain Lombard?
Why do you object to Captain Lombard? I'd say he has lived a varied and interesting life.
The man's an adventurer. All this younger generation, no good at all.
I must say, you don't like the youth much.
What do you mean?
I was just remarking that you don't like the young people.
Why should I pray?
Why, Miss Brent? I think you have missed an awful lot.
You're very impertinent.
I just say what I think.
The world will never improve until we stamp out immodesty.
Quite pathological.
What did you say?
Oh, nothing.
What about the old boy?
I think he looks rather like a tortoise, don't you think so?
All judges look like tortoises. They have that venomous way of darting their heads in and out. Mr. Justice Walgrave is no exception.
Naturally, as soon as the judge.
Ah, yes, he's responsible for killing more innocent men than anyone in England. Hello, you. Do you two know each other? Dr. Armstrong, Miss Claythorne. Armstrong and I had just decided that the old...
Yes, I heard you, and so did he.
Oh, Sir Lawrence.
Miss Brent, isn't it?
There's something I wanted to ask you. Will you come out here with me?
Remarkable fine night.
Absolutely wizard car. A supercharged sports melodic Cabriolet. You don't see much of them on the road. I can go over 100 on them.
Did you come down from London by any chance?
Oh yes, I did a bit over 208 miles in a bit over 4 hours. Pretty costly stuff on the road though. Touched 90 with them on the Southway Plains.
I think you passed me on the road.
Oh, yes?
You nearly drove me into the ditch.
Did I? Sorry.
I didn't seem to know if I have a pointed you.
Well, if you weren't fiddling along in the middle of the road.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
But what about a drink?
Good idea. I'll get them. Will you have one, Miss Claythorne?
No, thank you.
Good evening, Mrs. Owen.
Why, Mrs. Owen?
You'd make the most attractive wife for any wealthy businessman.
Oh, do you always flirt so outrageously?
Always.
Oh, well, now we know.
Tell me, what's old Miss Brent want to talk to the judge about? She tried to buttonhole him upstairs.
Oh, I don't know. but she seemed so definite that there wasn't a Mr. Owen.
You don't think that they aren't, that they aren't...
What, married you mean?
Damn shame we didn't know each other. I could have given you a lift down.
Yes, that would have been grand.
I'd like to show you where I can do going on the Salisbury Plains. Tell you what, maybe we can drive back together. But it seems damn silly. I mean, I've got a nice car.
Yes, but she likes the way she's going back, and don't have...
Oh, look at these nice little China Indian dogs. Oh, and here's the nursery rhyme.
What are you talking about? What figures? What nursery rhyme?
10 little Indian boys went out to dine. One choked his little self, and then there were 9. 9 little Indian boys sat up very late. One overslept himself, and then there were 8.
8 little Indian boys heading to Devon. One got left behind, and then there were 7.
Ladies and gentlemen, silence, please. You are charged with these indictments. That you did, respectively and at diverse times, commit the following. Edward Armstrong, that you did cause the death of Louisa Mary Cleves. William Henry Bloor, that you brought about the death of James Stephen Linder. Emily Caroline Brent, that you were responsible for the death of Beatrice Taylor. Vera Elizabeth Claythorne, that you killed Peter Ogilvy Hamilton. Philip Lombard, that you were guilty of the deaths of 21 men, members of an East African tribe. John Gordon Mackenzie, that you sent your wife's lover, Arthur Richmond, to his death. Anthony James Marston, that you were guilty of the murder of John and Lucy Combs. Thomas Rogers and Ethel Rogers, that you brought about the death of Jennifer Brady. Lawrence John Wargrave, that you were guilty of the murder of Edward Seaton. Prisoners at the bar, have you anything to say in your defense?
She'll be all right. She's fainted, that's all. She'll be around in a minute. Get some brandy.
Rogers, get the brandy.
Oh, what was that voice? It sounded...
What's going on here? What kind of practical joke was that?
You are charged with these
Where the devil is
indictments.
that voice coming from?
That you did, respectively and at diverse times.
Disgraceful and heartless practical joke.
So you think it was a joke, do you?
What else could it be?
It's not the time. I'm prepared to give an opinion.
How when the devil turned it on, though, and set it going?
We must inquire into that.
Oh dear me, oh dear me.
Excuse me, sir. Pardon me, sir. Excuse me, sir. I mean, sir. Ethel, calm down. Everything's all right. Pull yourself together.
You'll be all right, Mrs. Rogers. Just a nasty turn.
Should I faint, sir?
Yes.
Oh, there's that voice, that awful voice, like a judgment. I'll be alright now. It was just an awful turn.
Oh, yes. Just a turn. A wicked lie. I'd like to know.
Who was it that put that record on the gramophone, Rogers? Was it you?
I was just obeying orders, sir.
Whose orders?
Mr. Owens.
And Mr. Owen's orders were what exactly?
I was to put the gramophone record in the study, sir. I thought it was just to give you all some music, sir.
A remarkable story.
It's the truth, sir. By heaven, it's the truth. I didn't know it was on it. It had a name, sir.
Does it have a title?
Title? Yes, sir. It's entitled Swan Song.
This whole thing is preposterous. Preposterous. Slinging accusations about like this? Something must be done about it. This Mr. Owen, whoever he is.
That's just it. Who is he?
That is exactly what we must go into very carefully. Now, Rogers, I suggest you get your wife to bed and come back here.
I'll give you a hand.
Will she be alright, Doctor?
Yes. quite all right.
I don't know about you, but I need another drink.
I agree.
I'll get them.
Preposterous. That's what it is. Preposterous.
Whiskey for you, Sir Lawrence?
I should like a glass of water, please.
Yes, I could get you a glass, and I could do for whiskey myself.
We'll be all right. I've given her a sedative.
Now then, Doctor, you want to drink after all this?
No thanks, I never touch it.
Ah, so you say.
Now then, Rogers, let's get to the bottom of this. What do you know about Mr. Owen?
He owns this place, sir.
I'm aware of that fact. I want to know what you yourself know about the man.
I can't say, sir. You've seen him? I've never seen him.
What do you mean you've never seen him?
We were engaged by a letter through a registry office, my wife and I. The Regina, in Plymouth.
Have you got that?
The letter engagement, sir? Yes, sir. Allow me a moment to grab it.
Go on with your story.
We arrived here just like the letter said, sir, on the 5th. Everything was very nice, sir. Just needed dusting of that.
What next?
Nothing, sir. But it is until we got a letter telling us to prepare the room for a house party. 8. Then, by yesterday's morning post, I received yet another letter telling us that Mr. and Mrs. Owens might be detained in London. We needed to do it best we could, sir. It also gave instructions on the gramophone record and dinner. Here it is, sir.
Get a good hotel and typewritten.
Coronation machine number 5. No defects. Inside paper. Very common make. Shan't get much out of this. Could try fingerprints, but it's been handled too much already.
Quite the little detective.
Got some fancy Christian names, hasn't he? Ulick, Norman, Owen. It's quite a mouthful.
I'm obliged to you, Mr. Martin. You draw my attention to a curious and suggestive point. I think the time has come for all of us to pool our information. I would like to know all the information that we have surrounding our unknown host. We are all his guests. I think it would be profitable for us to explain how that came about.
There's something very strange about it. I received a letter with a signature that was not very easy to read. It purported to be from someone I had met at a certain summer resort 2 or 3 years ago. I took the name to the object. I'm quite certain I've never met, but you can find me if anyone by the name of Owen.
Have you got that letter, Mr.
Yes, I'll fetch it for you.
Miss Grateful?
Yes. Well, I never met Mrs. Owen, but I applied for a holiday post, a secretarial agency, Miss Grinfeld in London. I got the post and accepted.
You were never interviewed by a prospective employer.
No, I was not, but I did have a letter. Let me go fetch it. Here you are.
Indian Island, Sticklehaven, Devon. I have received your name from Miss Grenfell's agency. I understand she knows you personally. I should be glad to pay you the salary you ask, and she will expect you to take up your duties on August 8th. The train is at 12:10 from Paddington, and you will be met at Oak Bridge Station. I enclose £5 for expenses. Yours truly, Human Nancy Owen. Mr. Marston?
Well, you see, I don't actually know the Owens. Got a wire from a pal of mine, Batch Berkeley. Told me to roll up here. Surprised me a bit, because I had known the old horse had gone to Norway. Haven't got the wire.
Thank you. Dr. Armstrong?
I think under the circumstances, I may admit that my visit here was professional. Mr. Owen wrote me saying he was worried about his wife's health, her nerves to be precise. He wanted my report without her being alarmed. He therefore suggested that I be treated as that of an ordinary guest.
Did you have any previous acquaintance with the family?
No.
Yet you had no hesitation in obeying the summons.
A colleague of mine was mentioned in the very handsome fee suggested. I was due for a holiday anyway.
Dear Miss Brent, I do hope you remember me. We were together at Bellhaven Guest House in August, some years ago, and we seem to have so much in common. I'm starting a guest house of my own off the coast of Devon. I think there's really an opening for a place where there's good, slang, English cooking, and a nice old-fashioned type of person. None of this nudity and grammar friends after night. I should be very glad if you could see your way to spending your summer holiday on Indian Island as my guest goes. I suggest August 8th, 12:40 from Paddington to Oak Ridge. Yours sincerely, U.N. Yes, the signature is slightly unusual.
I like the nudity touch.
Here's my own decoy letter. An old friend of mine, Lady Constance Covington. She writes in her usual vague, incoherent ways, urges me to join her here, and refers to our host and hostess as the vaguest of terms.
Look here, I've just got it.
In a minute.
But
We will take one thing at a time, Captain Empire. Now, General Mackenzie.
Got a letter from this fellow Owen. Thought I must have met him sometime at the club. Mentioned some old cronies of mine who were to be here. Hoped I'd excuse informal invitation. Haven't kept the letter, I'm afraid.
Thank you. And Captain Empire.
same sort of thing. Invitation mentioning mutual friends. I haven't kept the letter either.
Just now we had a somewhat disturbing experience. An apparently disembodied voice called upon us all by name and made certain definite accusations against us. We will deal with those accusations presently. However, first I would like to address a minor point. Among the names received was that of William Henry Law. As far as we know, there's no one named Law amongst us. The name of Davis was not mentioned. What have you to say about that, Mr. Davis?
Oh, that's how bad now. The name is Davis.
You are William Henry Law?
Yes, that is correct.
I would like to add something to that. Not only are you here under a false name, Mr. Bloor, but in addition, I've noticed this evening that you're a first-class liar. You claim to have come from Natal, South Africa. Well, I know Natal and South Africa quite well, and I'm prepared to swear that you've never set a foot there in your life.
Oh, you have me all wrong. I'm an ex-CID man.
Oh, a cop.
I was put on this job. I wanted to take the agency down the clinic. I have my credentials.
Who put you onto this job?
I'm the Solons, of course. See, I was told to host one of the guests.
Is there any particular reason given?
Said Mrs. Owens had some pretty valuable jewels. Someone's my foot. I don't believe such a person even exists.
The conclusions are, I think, guesses are. You look Norman Owen, you look Nancy Owen. Each time, that is to say, you and Owen, or by a slight stretch of fancy, unknown.
Well, that's fantastic. Mad.
Oh, yes, I have no doubt in my mind that we have been invited here by a madman, probably a dangerous homicidal lunatic.
Oh my God!
Whoever it is who has enticed us here, that person has taken the time to find out a great deal about us. A very great deal. And from that knowledge, they have made certain definite accusations.
Lie! Orchid lie!
I wish to say this. Our unknown friend accuses me of the murder of one Edward Seaton. I remember Seaton perfectly well. He came up before me for trial in June of 1930, accused of the murder of an elderly woman. He was very ably defended and made a good impression on the jury in the witness box. Nevertheless, in the evidence presented, he was certainly guilty. I summed up accordingly, and the jury brought back the verdict of guilty. In passing sentence of death, I fully concur with this verdict. I wish to reassure you all, my conscience is perfectly clear on the matter. I did my duty and nothing more. I passed the sentence on a rightly convicted murder.
Did you know Seaton at all? I mean, personally?
I knew nothing of Seaton previous to the trial.
The old boy's lying. I'll swear that he's lying.
Fellow's a madman. Absolute madman. Got a bee in his bonnet. Got hold of the wrong end of the stick all around. Best really to leave this sort of thing unanswered. However, feel I have to say, no truth. No truth in whatever was said about young Arthur Richmond. Richmond was one of my officers. I sent him on reconnaissance in 1917. He was killed. Also like to say, resent very much, slur on my wife. Been dead a long time. Best woman in the world. Absolutely. Caesar's wife.
So, I've been thinking. John and Lucy Claremont. Must have been a couple of kids I went over in Cambridge. What do you think about that?
For them or for you?
Well, I was thinking for me, but of course you're right. Damn bad luck for them too. Of course, it was just an accident. He ran out in the middle of the road, and I had my license suspended for a year. Beastly.
Speeding's all wrong. All wrong. Young men like you are a danger to our community.
Nothing I could do about it. Just an accident.
Pardon me, sir, but if I may speak.
Go for it.
There was a mention, sir. A mention of me, Miss Rogers, and of Miss Jennifer Brady. There isn't a word of truth in it. We were there when she died. She was always in poor health, sir, always from the time we came to her. There was a storm, sir, the night she died. Telephone was out, and we couldn't get the doctor to her. So, I went out for him, sir, on foot. We got there too late, sir. We did everything possible for her, sir. Devoted to her we were. There was never a word said against us. Never a word.
You haven't told nice little something out of your death, did you?
Miss Jennifer Brady left us a legacy in recognition of our faithful service. Why not, should I ask?
What about yourself, Mr. Bloor?
What about?
Your name is on the list.
I know, right? That was London and commercial bank robbery.
I remember the name, though it didn't come up before me. Nanda was convicted on your evidence. You were the police officer in charge of the case.
Yes, I was, my lad.
Nanda received penal servitude for life and died in Dartmoor a year later. He was a delicate man.
He was a crook. I always wanted to put night watchman out. Case was clear from the start.
You were complimented, I think, on your able handling of the case.
I got my promotion. I was just doing my duty.
Convenient word, duty. What about you, Doctor?
I'm at a loss to understand the matter. What was the name? Close. I really don't remember having a patient of that name, or its connection to a death in any way. Of course, this was a long time ago. It might possibly have been one of my patients in hospital. They come too late, so many of these people. Then when they die, it's always the surgeon's fault.
And then it's better to take up nerve cases and give up surgery. Some, of course, give up drink.
I protest. You don't right to insinuate such things. I never touch alcohol.
My dear fellow, I never suggested you did. Anyway, it's clear that Mr. Unknown Owen is the only one who's got all the facts.
Miss Claythorne?
I was the nursery governess for Peter Hamilton. We went to Cornwall for the summer, and he was forbidden to smoke far, but one day, while my attention was distracted, he started off. And I tried to save him, but by the time I got there, well, it was too late.
Was there an inquest?
Yes, but I was exonerated by the coroner, and the mother never blamed me.
Thank you. Miss Brent?
I have nothing to say.
Nothing.
Nothing.
You reserve your defense?
I have always acted according to the dictates of my conscience.
Well, what a law-abiding lot we all seem to be. Myself excepted.
We are waiting on your story, Captain Lombard.
I haven't got a story.
What do you mean?
Well, I don't mean to disappoint all of you, it's just that I plead guilty. It's perfectly true. I left those natives alone in the bush. Matter of self-preservation, that's all.
You abandoned your men?
Not quite the act of pukumahib, I'm afraid. But after all, self-preservation's a man's first duty. And natives don't mind dying, you know. They don't feel about it as Europeans do.
Our inquiry rests there. Don't go. Whoever it is who has enticed us here, I cannot understand possibly why they wouldn't want us here. But in my opinion, this person may be dangerous. It would be well for us to leave as soon as possible. I suggest we leave tonight.
Pardon me, sir, but there's no boat on the island.
No boat at all.
No, sir.
All Right, then why don't you just telephone to the mainland?
There's no telephone, sir. Fred never calls. He takes the orders, sir.
A bit of unsporting plot. I'd ferret out the mystery before we go. This whole thing's like a detective story. Positively thrilling.
At this time of my life, I have no desire for thrills.
Well, the legal life's narrowing. I'm all for crime. Yes, to it.
My God, he's dead.
You mean the fellow just choked and died?
You can call it choking if you like. He died of asphyxiation right now.
Didn't know a man could die like that. Just of a choking fit.
In the middle of life, clearing death.
A man doesn't die of a mere choking fit, General Mackenzie. Lawson's death is not what we call a natural death.
Was there something in the whiskey?
Yes, by the smell of it, it's cyanide. Probably potassium cyanide, acts pretty well instantaneously.
Then he must have put the stuff in there himself.
Suicide, eh? That's where I'm going.
I don't know, suicide. But he was still alive, and he was enjoying himself.
Oh, look! One of the little Indian pieces. Lost in nature. Broken.
Been up to the top, no sign of the boat yet.
It's very early still.
Yes, it is. Still, the fellow brings the milk and the bread. Or if I had vision for all this. Where's breakfast? Where's Rogers?
Oh, don't worry about breakfast.
How is the weather looking?
That's kind of a bit. Rather than map the sky. Old Warren Chang yesterday said to do some bad weather, though. Shouldn't wonder if he wasn't right.
I wish that boat would come. The sooner we get off the island, the better. It's absurd not keeping a boat on the island.
There's no call to harbor. Gale from the southeast would dash float up against the rocks.
But a boat would always be able to make it to the mainland.
That's exactly what it wouldn't, Miss Brent.
Do you mean we should be cut off from the land?
Yeah. Yeah, there's no, it's a ton of stuff. Till the gale blows over. You shouldn't worry. Sea's only a bit choppy.
I think the pleasures of living on an island are rather overrated.
I wonder if that boat's coming. Knowing the way the house is built slap up against the cliff, you can't see the mainland until you reach the top. Shall we go up there again?
It's no use, Doctor. Washpot never boils. There's no sign of the boat putting out, we were just stuck there.
What must that man Narragansett be doing?
Well, like that, Devin. Never hurrying themselves.
And where's Rogers? He ought to be about.
Yes, me. Master Rogers was pretty badly rattled last night.
I know. Ghastly, the whole thing.
Yes, me, I think him and his wife did do the old lady in.
You really think so?
Yeah, he saw his acting. Guilty as hell, I should say.
Fantastic. The whole thing, fantastic.
I say, suppose he's hopped
Oh, Rogers? But there isn't any way you could. There's no boat on the island. You just said so.
Yes, but I've been thinking. We have only Rogers' word for it. What if there is a boat on the island and he's hopped off in it in first thing?
No, he wouldn't be allowed off the island.
Think both are wrong?
I dreamed, yes, I dreamed.
I don't doubt that.
I dreamt of Leslie, my wife, you know.
Oh, yes. I wish Narragansett would come.
Who is this Narragansett?
Oh, the bloke who brought us over yesterday afternoon.
Was it only yesterday?
Yes, I feel like that too. Fatty heroin records, suicides. It's about all man can handle. I shan't be sorry to see him back at Indian Island. I swear my word.
So you don't understand. How strange.
I don't like the look of him.
It's years old now. I guess young Marston's suicide must have been a bad shock for him.
And where is that poor young fellow now?
Put him in the study.
Dr. Armstrong, I suppose it was suicide.
What else could it be?
Well, I don't know. A suicide.
Would it have been possible for anyone to tamper with Martin's drink without our seeing him?
It was just standing up there. Anybody could just walk up and put a dollar cyanide in it.
But that...
Oh, there you are, sir. I've been looking all over the island for you. Could you come and have a look at my wife, sir?
Yes, is she feeling under the weather still?
She's...
You won't leave the island without.
Oh, I wish the boat would come. I hate this place.
Yes, I think the sooner we can get in contact with the police, the better.
The police?
The police have to be notified in case of suicide, Miss Baker.
Oh, yes, of course. General Mackenzie, feeling like breakfast?
Leslie, my dear.
No, I am Derek Laythorne.
Forgive me. I took you for my wife.
Oh,
I was waiting for her, you see.
but didn't your wife die long ago?
Yes, I thought so. But you see, she's here, on the island.
Good morning.
Morning, Captain Lombard.
Good morning. Seem to have overslept myself. Boat here yet?
Not.
Bit late, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is.
Good morning. You know, you and I could have gone for a swim before breakfast. Too bad all this.
Too bad you overslept yourself.
Must have some good nerves to sleep like that.
Nothing makes me lose my sleep.
Didn't dream of any African natives, did you?
No, did you dream of convicts on dock?
Look, I don't find that very funny, Captain Lombard.
Well, you started it, you know. Anyway, I'm hungry. When's breakfast?
Old domestic staff has seen gone. Right.
Oh well, we can always forage for ourselves.
Hello. That's strange.
What is?
You know how we found one of these fellas smashed last night?
Right, that ought to leave 9.
That ought to leave 9. But I swore there was 10 when we arrived.
Right, that ought to leave 9.
That ought to leave 9. But, well, there are only 8.
So there are.
Don't you think it's queer?
There were probably only 9 to begin with. We assumed there were 10 because of the ride. Hello, Armstrong. What's the matter?
Mrs. Rogers is dead.
No, how?
Died in her sleep. Rogers thought she was still under the influence of the sleeping draught he gave her and came down without disturbing her. He lit the kitchen fire and did this room. Then, as she hadn't appeared, he went up the lawn by the side of her and went hunting for me. She's been dead about 5 hours, I should say.
What was it, Art?
Impossible to say, it may have been.
After all, she had a pretty bad talk last night.
Yes.
It could have been poison, I suppose, Doctor.
It is perfectly possible.
Potentially the same stuff as with young Marston?
No, not cyanide. It would have to have been some narcotic, or it could not. Or the barbiturates, or chloral, something like that.
You gave her some sleeping powders last night, didn't you, Doctor?
Yes, I gave her a mild dose of luminol.
You didn't give her too much, did you?
Certainly not. What do you mean?
Okay. I just thought she had a weak heart.
The amount I gave her could not have hurt anyone.
Then what exactly did happen?
Impossible to say without an autopsy.
If, for instance, this case had occurred with one of your private patients, what would have been your procedure?
Without any previous knowledge of the woman's state of health, I certainly could not give a certificate.
You know, she was a very nervous-looking creature, and she did have a bad fright last night. Suppose it was heart failure?
Heart certainly failed to beat, but what caused it to fail?
Conscience.
What exactly do you mean by that, Miss Brent?
You all heard. She's accused together with her husband of deliberately murdering her former employer, Colonel Davy.
And you believe that to be true, Miss Brent?
Certainly. You all saw her. Broke down completely and fainted. The thought of having her wickedness brought home to her was too much for her to bear.
It is a possible theory. One cannot adopt it without more exact knowledge of the woman's state of health. If there was a latent cardiac weakness.
Call it, if you prefer, an act of God.
Oh no, Miss Brent.
You deem it as impossible that a sinner should be struck down by his wrath? I do not.
My dear lady, in my experience with ill-doing, Providence leaves the work of conviction and chastisement to us mortals, and the process is often fraught with difficulties. There are no shortcuts.
Let's be practical. What did the woman have to eat or drink last night?
Nothing.
Nothing? Nothing at all? Not even a glass of water or a cup of tea? Bet you had a cup of tea. That's what always happens.
Rogers assures me she had nothing whatever.
Yes, but you only have Roger's word for it.
So that's your idea.
Well, why not? You all heard the accusations last night. What if they're true? His bed certainly thinks so. Rogers and his wife really did do that old lady in. I'm quite safe and happy about it.
Happy?
Oh, why not? They know they'll never be in danger. And last night some lunatic goes and spills the beans. What happens? A woman cracks under pressure. If you saw Rogers last night, he was not acting with husbandly solicitude. So what does he do? Goes to the kitchen, makes a nice cup of tea, adds a little something extra. Then when he gives it to his wife, he washes it out afterwards and tells the doctor she ain't had nothing.
So you think Rogers? Oh no, well that's impossible. A man wouldn't do that. Not to his wife.
You'd be surprised at what some husbands would do, Miss Claythorne.
Pardon me, ma'am, but I'm getting on with breakfast. It's lunch that's worrying me. Would some cold tongue gelatin be satisfactory? I could also manage some fried potatoes, and there's some tinned biscuits, cheese, and fruit.
Yes, that'd be fine, Rogers.
Lunch? Lunch? We shan't be at lunch. Where the hell's that boat coming?
Mr. Blord!
What?
Pardon me, sir, but the boat won't be coming.
What do you mean boat's not coming?
Fred Merricott's boys here by 8 o'clock, sir. Is there anything else you require, miss?
No, no thank you, Rogers.
And it isn't Rogers. His wife's lying dead upstairs and he's going on more about breakfast and lunch. Now he's saying the boat's not coming. How the hell does he know?
Mr. Blord!
What?
Oh, can't you see? He's just dazed. He's carrying on automatically like a good servant would. It's pathetic, really.
It's going fast if you ask me.
I think the really significant thing is the failure of the boat to arrive. It means that we are being deliberately cut off from help.
That's very little time. Very little time.
What's that, General?
That's very little time. You mustn't waste it talking about things that don't matter.
Why is it, do you think, that Narracott hasn't turned up?
I think the ubiquitous Mr. Owen is getting orders.
You mean, told him it's a joke or something of that kind?
He wouldn't fall for that, would he?
Well, why not? Indian Island's a place known for throwing crazy parties. This is probably just another crazy idea, that's all. Narracott thinks there's plenty of brilliant drink on the island, probably thinks it's all a huge joke.
Well, couldn't we light a bonfire on top of the island?
That's probably been provided against. All signals are to be ignored. We're cut off, all right.
But can't we do something?
Yes, we can do something. We can find the funny gentleman who staged this little joke, Mr. Unknown Owen. I'll bet you anything he's still on the island. And the sooner we find him, the better. Because in my opinion, he's mad as a hatter and as dangerous as a rattlesnake.
Rather than simply Captain Eden, a rattlesnake at least gives warning to its approach.
Warning. Warning. My God! That's our warning. 10 little Indian boys going out to die. There were 10 of us after Narracott left. One pair, and then one went and choked himself. Marston choked himself, didn't he? 9 little Indian boys sat up very late. One overslept himself. Overslept himself. That part fits Miss Rogers quite well.
You don't mean... Well, do you mean that he wants to kill us all?
I believe he does.
Well, and each one fits with the rhyme.
No, it's impossible. It's coincidence. It must be coincidence.
There are only 8 little Indian boys here. I suppose that's a coincidence. What do you think, Lord?
I don't like it.
But there's nobody on the island.
I would be so sure about that.
This is terrible.
None of us will ever leave this island.
Soy, please shut Grandpa!
Don't you agree with me, Sir Lawrence?
To a certain extent, yes.
Then the sooner we get to work, the better. Come on, Armstrong. Come on, Blore. We'll make short work of it.
I'm ready. Say, suppose nobody's got a bow on them. That's too much to ask for.
I've got one.
Do you carry that around with you?
Usually, I've been in tight places before.
Well, you've never been in a tighter place than you have today. Stuck on an island with a homicide maniac. He probably has the whole arsenal on it, and he will use it.
You may be wrong there, Blore. Many homicidal maniacs are very quiet, unassuming people.
Delightful fellows.
You'd never guess there's anything wrong with them.
Well, if he's a maniac like that, we'll even see you, Doctor. Now then, it's just you search the house, while we search the island.
Right. House ought to be easy. No secret panels or sliding doors.
Hold on, John.
Very energetic young man, Captain Lombard.
Don't you think Captain Lombard is right? I mean, if there was someone on this island, we'd be bound to find him. It's practically their luck.
I think this problem needs brains to solve it, rather than growth.
Where are you going?
To sit in the sun, my dear lady, and think.
Where did I put that skin of wool?
Did you leave it upstairs? I can go fetch it for you.
No, I'll go. I know where it's likely to be.
General Mackenzie, I'm very glad that Captain Lombard has his revolver.
They're all wasting time. Wasting time.
Do you think so?
Yes, it's much better to sit quietly and wait.
Wait for what?
The end, of course. Now, I wish I could find Leslie.
Your wife?
Yes, I wish you'd known her. She was so pretty, so happy.
Was she?
I loved her very much. Of course, I was a lot older than she was. She was only 27. Arthur Richmond was 26. He was my ADC. Leslie liked him. They spoke of music and plays together. She always teased and made fun of him. I was pleased. I thought she took a motherly interest in the boy. Damn fool, wasn't I? No fool like an old fool. Exactly like the book, I found out. While I was out in France, she wrote to both of us. She put the letters in the wrong envelope, so I knew.
Oh no.
It's all right, my dear. It's a long time ago. But you see, I loved her very much and believed in her. I didn't say anything to him. I let it gather inside. Here, a slow, murderous rage. Damn young hypocrite. I liked the boy. Trusted him.
I wonder where the others are.
I sent him to his death.
Oh,
It was quite easy. Mistakes were being made all the time. All anyone can say is that I lost my nerve a bit, made a blunder, sacrificed one of my best men. Yes, it was quite easy. Leslie never knew. I never told her I found out. We went on as usual, but somehow nothing felt quite real anymore. She died of pneumonia. She had a heart-shaped face and gray eyes and brown hair to comb.
oh don't.
Yes, I suppose in a way it was murder. Curious murder. And I was such a law-abiding man. Didn't feel like it at the time, though. So I said, damn it! That's what I thought. But after, well, you know, don't you?
What do you mean?
You don't seem to understand. I thought you would. Thought you'd be glad, too. At the end was coming. We're all going to die, you know.
Oh, I don't know.
You're very young. You haven't got to that yet. The relief. The blessed relief that you've done with it all. That you haven't got to carry the burden any longer.
Oh, General, stop.
Don't talk to me that way. You don't understand. I want to sit here and wait. Wait for Leslie to come to me.
Oh, I am frightened. I am very, very frightened.
All correct. No secret panels. One corpse.
Oh, don't.
I say, you do look low. How about a drink to steady your nerves?
A drink? 2 people dead by 9 o'clock in the morning, and all you say is have a drink. One man going quite crackers, and it's all right so long as we have a drink. Why, 10 people accused of murder, and so long as we have a drink, everything will be fine.
All right. Stay thirsty.
Oh, you know you're nothing but a waster, an adventurer, and you make me tired.
You are het up. What's the matter, my sweet?
Oh, I am not your sweet.
I'm sorry, I thought that you were.
Well, you can think again.
Come now. You know you don't really feel like that. We have something in common, you and I. Rogues and murderers can't fall out.
Rogues and murderers.
So you don't like the company of rogues and murderers, and you won't have a drink. I'll go finish searching.
I'm fuzzy young man, and I can't find anyone. Is anything the matter?
I think there's something wrong with the general. I think he's very ill.
Looking up for the boat, General. His suits have found them out.
Oh, don't.
One must face facts.
Can any of us afford to throw stones?
You know, even if his wife is no better, and she must have been a depraved thing, he had no right to take judgment into his own hands.
Well, what about Beatrice Taylor?
Who?
You know the name.
You were referring to an absurd accusation about myself?
Yes.
Now that we're alone, I have no objection to telling you the facts of the case. Indeed, I should like you to hear them. It was not a fit subject to discuss before judgment, so naturally, I refused to say anything last night. That girl, Beatrice Taylor, was in my service. I was very deceived by her. She had nice manners, was clean and young. I was very pleased with her. Of course, all that was sheer hypocrisy. She's a loose girl with no morals. Disgusting. It was some time before I found out she was what they would call in trouble. It was a great shock to me. Her parents were decent folks too, who had raised her strictly. I'm glad to say they didn't condone her behavior.
Well, what happened?
Naturally, I refused to keep her out on the river.
Did she drown herself?
Yes,
How old was she?
17.
Oh, only 17.
Quite old enough to know how to behave. I told her what a low because thing she was. I told her that she was beyond the pale and that no decent person would take her to their home. I told her that her child would be the child's sin and would be branded all of its life, and that the mere was maximum that she was marrying her. I told her I felt so to ever have her under my roof.
You told a girl of 17 all that?
Yes, I'm glad to say I broke her down utterly.
Poor little devil.
I have no patience with this indulgence with sin.
And did you throw her out?
Of course.
And you didn't dare let her come back? Well, how did you feel when you found out she drowned herself?
Feel?
Yes. Didn't you blame yourself?
Certainly not. I have nothing with which to reproach myself.
I believe that is very true. And that makes it even more horrible.
That goes unbalanced. The heathen are sometimes the pit which they are made, and the net which their own foot is taken. The Lord is known by the judgment he exited. The wicked shall be snared into the work of his own hands. The wicked shall be turned into hell.
Breakfast is ready.
Be quiet.
Pardon me, ma'am, but breakfast is ready. Ah,
Yes. Sir Lawrence Wargrave is sitting out in the sun. And then Lore and Armstrong are out searching the island. You shan't bother about them.
Shall not the isle shake at the sound of the fall, when the wounded cry and the slaughter is made in the midst of leaves?
Shall we go in?
I don't feel like eating. Then all the princes of the sea shall come down from their thrones, lay off their robes and put off their garments. They shall clothe themselves with trembling, and sit on the ground, and tremble at every moment, and astonished at thee.
Who's like leading this bread?
Yes, it is a custom of mine to read a portion of the Bible every day.
Must be a very good habit.
Doctor, did you have any luck?
There's no cover on the island, no caves. No one can hide anywhere.
How's the house, Lombard?
No one. I've been over it from attic to cellar. I'm prepared to swear there's no one in the house but ourselves.
Breakfast is getting cold.
Breakfast. Come on, Blore, you've been battering for breakfast ever since you got here. Let's drink and be merry. For tomorrow we die. Or who knows? Perhaps even tonight.
You ought to be ashamed of such levity, Captain Lombard.
Come on, General. Breakfast, I say, sir. Can't have this. General? Good God! One got left behind. There's a knife against his back.
He's dead! He's dead!
But he's dead. How?
Exactly, my dear Mr. Lord. You see that this cunning criminal is always exactly one step ahead of us, and he knows what we are about to do and makes his plans accordingly. There's only one place where a person like that can hide, having a reasonable chance of getting away with this.
One place? Where?
Here in this room. Mr. Owen is one of us.
Mr. Blore?
Once you're alone. You're right. Damn murder is one of us. You know which one.
Really?
Guess we have the Lizzie Borden case in America. Old couple killed in the middle of the morning with an axe. The only possible suspect was the daughter. Delightful, middle-aged spinster. Incredible. So incredible at that they acquitted her. But there's no other explanation.
So your answer to this problem is Miss Emily Brent.
I tell you, that woman is as mad as a hatter. Delicious mad. She's one. We must keep an eye on her.
Really? I had formed the conclusion your suspicions were in a different form.
Oh, yes, they were. But I changed my mind. Miss Brett, she has been scared about all of us. Because she knows she's in no immediate danger. Now, hush.
We've made some coffee. Gee, it's cold in here.
I believe us how beautiful it was in the morning.
Are Captain Lombard and Roger still out?
Yes, but nobody's been out in this weather. Even could like it.
You're right to insist on going out for lunch and drinking some brandy with it. I feel much better.
The gold always adjourns for lunch.
Still, all the same, it's a nightmare. What are we going to do?
We must hold an informal court of inquiry. We may be able to eliminate at least some of the innocent people.
You suspect anyone?
I don't expect anyone. Do you suspect one?
If Miss Claythorne suspects any one of us three, that is rather an awkward question.
No, I don't suspect any of you. Who I do suspect is Dr. Armstrong.
Armstrong?
Yes. You see, him being a doctor and all, he has had the best chance to kill Miss Rogers. He can easily just give her some sleeping stuff.
But Rogers gave her the brandy, remember?
So her husband had a good opportunity to administer a drug.
My God, something like a storm.
Oh, it's only you.
Who do you think it was? Beatrice Taylor?
No hope of rescue until this dies down. Some coffee? Good. I'm drinking the coffee now, you see.
You know, such a restraint in the face of danger is nothing short of heroic.
I do not profess to be a weather prophet, but I find it unlikely that any boat would reach us, even if we knew about life, in under 24 hours. Even if the wind goes down, the sea has yet to drop.
You know, you're still awfully wet.
Is anyone here a swimmer? It's possible to swim to the mainland.
It's over a mile to the mainland. If you tried swimming out in this sea, you'd be dashed on the rocks and drowned.
Drown. Drown. Like calm.
I beg your pardon, Miss Brent.
Huh. Must be an after dinner nap.
Gee, it's cold in here.
I could light a fire if you like, miss.
Yes, that'd be great.
Very sound scheme, Rogers.
Pardon me, but has anyone seen the top bathroom curtain?
Really, Rogers? Are you going bats too?
Bath curtain?
Yes, sir. Scarlet oil silk.
Has anybody seen a scarlet oil silk curtain? No good, I'm afraid, Rogers.
It's all right, sir. I'm only mentioning it as I thought it was quite strange.
Everything on this island is strange.
I'll get a few sticks and a few knobs of coal, and I'll get a nice fire going.
You know, he's still awfully wet. Perhaps you'd like a nice cup of coffee. I'll be right back. Rogers! Oh, Rogers.
What's become of Armstrong?
He went up to his room to rest.
Someone's probably battered him one by now.
I expect he had the good sense to bolt his door.
It'll be tough to get us on our guards.
Oh, I shouldn't be so confident, Mr. Door. I should like to propose some measures. Measures which I think we should all adopt.
Against who?
Against each other. The 10 of us when we arrived, 10 little Indian girls. 3 of us are definitely cleared. There are 7 of us now. 7 little Indian girls.
One of whom is a bogus little Indian boy.
That's it.
Here. Does he want some coffee?
No, he said he'd rather go for a nice cup of tea. Why, do you think Dr. Armstrong might want a cup? Should we bring him up one?
I can take it up if you'd like.
I'll take it. I need to change.
Yes, you ought to. You'll catch a cold.
I think Dr. Armstrong might prefer to see me, Captain Lingard. He may not admit you. He might be afraid of your revolver.
Oh, yes. That revolver. Need to ask you a few questions about that.
What were you going to say?
I'd like to know why you brought a revolver on a nice little social visit.
You do you? Well, I've led a rather adventurous life. Got myself into a bit of a jam once or twice. It's a pleasant feeling to have a gun handy. Wouldn't you agree?
Don't carry them. Now I know what truth about this going.
Well, what a damn suspicious fellow you are, Flora.
No bitch story when I hear one.
It's about that revolver lecture what you've got to say.
Well, I was invited here as a guest of Mr. and Mrs. Owen. They told me that they heard I'd been a good man in a tight place. There'd be some danger, but I'd be all right if I kept my eyes open.
I wouldn't have believed that.
Well, I did. I was born. God, how was I born in this tame country? It was an intriguing proposition, you must admit.
Sounds too big. I like it.
That was the whole charm. It aroused my curiosity.
Curiosity killed the cat, you know.
Yes, quite.
Oh, do go and change.
I'm going, my sweet, I'm going. The maternal instinct, I think it's called.
Don't be ridiculous.
That's so sweet. It's true I didn't tell it to us last night.
I think this may have been exactly the kind of emergency for which he'd been prepared.
Perhaps it is.
I hardly think so. I think it was just Mr. Owen's little bit of cheese to get him into the trap with the rest of us. He must have known him well enough to rely on his curiosity.
Laura, are you such a good judge of the truth?
We must get out of here. We must before it's too late.
One thing we cannot do, Doctor, is give away to nerves.
I'm sorry. Rather a case of physician heal thyself. I've just been so overworked lately and run down.
Sleeping badly?
Yes, I keep dreaming hospital operations, a knife at my throat.
You're my nurse.
Yes. You ever dream you're in court, sentencing a man to death?
Are you by chance referring to a man called Edward Seaton? I should assure you, I lose no death over the death of I lose no sleep over the death of Edward Seaton. Particularly cruel and cold-blooded murder. The jury liked him. They were inclined to let him off. I could see. However, I cooked Seaton's goose.
It's cold in here.
Oh, I wonder who Rogers is.
He's been up awfully long time.
Oh, I think he went to go get some sticks.
Sticks. Oh God, sticks!
My God!
Still gone? Only 6?
There are only 5.
5!
Rogers in the barn?
Oh, Philip!
Where the hell is Laura off to like a madman?
Oh, Philip, I thought.
Have you seen Rogers?
No, why should I?
2 more innings have gone.
2?
Well, what is it?
It's going.
Is he?
Oh, he's done alright.
How?
Talked him half of the max. He just went over the wood box.
One dropped himself in half. Oh, and then there were 6.
Stop it there! Stop it! She'll be alright, boys. What's next? Bees? Did they keep bees on this island? Well, that's the next verse. 6 little Indian boys playing with a hive. A bumblebee stung one. And then there were 5.
My God, he's right. There are only 5.
We all look pretty spry. Nothing wrong with any of us. My God, you don't think. A hypodermic syringe.
Modern beasting.
While she was sitting there, one of us.
One of us.
Which of us?
Five little Indian boys sitting in a row, watching each other and waiting for the blow. New versions up to date.
I hardly think this is a moment for facetiousness.
Had to relieve the gloom. Damn the electric plant running down. How about a nice round game? Let's invent one, called Suspicions. A suspects B, B suspects C, and so on. Let's start with Law. It's not hard to guess who Law suspects. It sticks out a mile. On your fancy, on-type Law.
Didn't say no to that.
Well, you're quite wrong, you know. Abstract justice isn't my line. If I were to commit murder, there'd have to be something in it for me.
Look, all I'm saying is that you've had 2 different stories, and now you say you've lost your involvement.
I have lost it.
That's what you say.
What do you think I've done with it? I suggested myself that you should search me.
Oh boy, you want to have it on you. You're too clever for that.
You mean I've stashed it waiting for the next time?
Well, why not?
Think with your brains, Lore. If I wanted to, I could have shot the lot of you by now. Pop, 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 pop.
Well, that's not the big idea.
The crazy touch. My God, man, I'm saying enough.
Doctor says that there's some maniacs who wouldn't believe we're maniacs.
We shouldn't just be sitting here doing nothing. There must be something we can do with the bonfire.
This weather?
It is, I'm afraid, a question of time and patience. The weather will clear, and then we can do something. Light a bonfire, heliograph, signal.
Question of time. Time? We can't afford time. We should all be dead. All but one. We'll think of something else. He's thinking now.
Poor Louise. What was her name? Please? Was it nerves that made you do her in, Doctor?
No. Drink. I used to be a heavy drinker. God help me, I was drunk when I operated. Quite a simple operation, my hand shaking all over the place. I remember her now, a big, heavy, countrified woman, and I killed her.
So I was right. That's how it was.
Sister knew, of course, but she was loyal to me or to the hospital. I gave up treatment. Gave it up altogether. Went in for a study of nervous diseases.
Very successful.
1 or 2 lucky shots with 1 or 2 important women. They talked to their friends. I'd been so busy this past year or 2, I'd hardly known which way to turn. I'd gotten to the top of the tree.
And then came Mr. Owen, and down came Doctor and Cradle and all.
Will you stop your damn little sneering and joking?
Gentlemen, please. Do not afford to quarrel.
That's fine by me. I apologize.
It's terrible inactivity that gets on my nerves.
We have adopted, I am convinced, the only measures possible. So long as we do as I said, and remain within sight of each other, a repeat of the tragedies that have occurred thus far must be impossible. We've all submitted to a search, therefore we know that no man is armed with firearms or knife, nor has any man got drugs or other substances about his person. So long as we remain, as I say, within sight of each other, we will be safe.
Safe?
You're very silent, though.
There isn't anything to say. Oh, I wonder what the time is. It's this awful waiting. Waiting for hours to go by, yet feeling like they may be our last. Oh, what is the time?
It's 8:30.
Is that all?
Pretty awful like this. How are the candles putting out?
You have a whole pack left. Oh, yeah, cigarettes.
I haven't got any.
Oh, what about food? I'd say we should get some, but no, let's stay here. We're safe here.
I don't know. Let's probably do another 10 biscuits or something.
Good idea. Lord.
Yes?
An unopened tin, Lord. It's just the wind, rather than the curtains.
I wonder what happened. The curtains, the ones that Rogers missed?
By the wildest stretch of my imagination, I have no idea what any homicidal lunatic needs with a scarlet oil silk curtain.
I don't know. Things seem to keep on missing. I mean, Miss Brent lost her skein of knitting wool.
So this murderer, whoever he or she is a kleptomaniac too.
Oh, how does a nursery rhyme go? 5 little Indian boys going in for law. One got in chancery. Well, how could that apply? Unless, oh, of course.
Precisely, my dear young lady. That's why I'm sitting right here.
But I'm casting you for the role of murderer, not victim.
The term can also apply to a boxer.
Oh, perhaps we shall start a free fight. That seems to let you out, my dear.
Oh, it's this awful rhyme. Keep going round and round in my head. Oh, I think I'll remember it till I die. Oh, I wonder where Blore is. It's been a while.
I suspect the big bad wolf has got him.
Rehearsed you once before to try and restrain your peculiar sense of humor, Captain Lombard.
Sorry, it must be just a form of nervousness.
Hands up! Searching!
No, thank you.
Come now, you've had no dinner.
I'm not hungry.
I warn you, Lord will wolf the lot.
That's why I feel so funny about it. Starving ourselves isn't doing us any good.
Well, I've run out of cigarettes.
I haven't got any either.
Fortunately, I'm perhaps
I have a pack of cigarettes upstairs in my bedroom. I could use one myself. But see that you all stay right where you are.
How bad is Betsy?
What are they? Cheese?
Cheese and shallot.
That girl ought to have had some.
Her nerves are in a bad state.
Oh, I disagree with you there, Doctor. Miss Claypool strikes me as a very cool and resourceful young lady. Quite remarkable, so.
So that's your idea. That she's the wolf in sheep's clothing.
Hardly likely, a woman.
Even I, Doctor, see women from slightly different angles.
What do I say about a spot of whiskey?
Good idea, providing we tackle an open bottle.
Who's that? What the hell was that?
Where are you? Who fired
What happened?
Bella, where are you? Has anyone seen Wargrave? Wargrave? Sir? Oh God, I think somebody has got him. My candle! Bella, where are you?
Philip? Philip, where are you? Oh, I seem to have lost you.
Here I am. Here.
Oh, it's awful in the dark. You can't see anything. You can't see anyone.
It's that damn draught on the stairs, blowing all the candles out. Here, I've got a light.
Oh, it's awful in the dark. Oh, where is Dr. Armstrong?
I'm hunting for the matches!
Never mind matches, get some more candles!
Oh, I was horrified to death. It went right around my throat.
What did?
When I went into my bedroom, the window was open. And it blew out the candles. I opened the door. And I thought, for a moment, I was being strangled by a wet hand.
No.
As a seaweed went around my throat.
No wonder you yelled.
Oh, I wonder who put that seaweed there.
I don't know, but when I find out, you'll be sorry he was ever born.
Who's there?
It's alright, Miss Claythorne, it's only me.
Here we are.
Was it? Who fired that shot?
Oh!
He's dead. Shot to the head. Miss Claythorne.
Better.
Got in Chancery. And then there were 4. You made me go upstairs to my bedroom. And you put that seaweed there. Why, you did this all so you could kill that helpless old man in the dark. Why, you're crazy mad. And that's why you wanted the curtain and the skein of knitting wool. It was all planned long, long ago. Oh my God, get me out of here.
Three little Indian boys sitting in a row, wondering as they guzzle who's next to go.
Philip,
I'll mind this, Miss Claythorne. Joking on full stomach slightly.
I must say I was hungry, but I don't think I shall ever fancy tinned tongue again.
I don't know. I feel like a new man after that.
We'd been nearly 24 hours without any food. That does lower morale.
Somehow, in the daylight, everything seems different.
You mustn't forget there's a homicidal lunatic loose on the island.
Now, why does not one feel more jittery about it?
Because now we know, without a sliver of a doubt, who it is. Abel. That's right. It was the uncertainty at first, looking around at each other, wondering which.
I told you all along it was Dr. Armstrong.
You did, my sweet, you did. Until you went completely bats and suspected us all.
Yes, I must say, in the daylight, that seems rather silly of me to have done that.
Very silly.
Speak of Armstrong, what's happened to him?
Well, we know what he wants us to think has happened to him.
Well, what exactly did you find?
One shoe. Just one shoe sitting prettily on the cliff edge. Inference, Dr. Armstrong has gone completely off his onion and committed suicide.
What about the Indian doll?
Yeah, we found an Indian doll.
Why, that seems to be overdoing it. A man who was going to drown himself wouldn't have gone through all that.
Quite so, but we're fairly certain he didn't drown himself. But he had to make it appear as though he did, all according to the rhyme.
Well, supposing he really is dead.
I'm a bit suspicious of death without bodies.
You know, how extraordinary to think that here we are eating tinned tongue while there are 5 dead bodies on this island.
The delightful feminine disregard for facts. There are 6 dead bodies, and they're not all in there.
No, she's right. There's 5.
What about Mrs. Rogers?
I've counted her, yes.
Now look in. Marston 1, Mrs. Rogers 2, Mackenzie 3, Rogers 4, Emily Brent 5, Wargrave 6.
Armstrong, 10. Ah, that's right. My bad, Lombard.
Don't you think it'd be a good idea if we got Mrs. Rogers and shoved her in the wall, too?
I'm just a detective, not the Undertaker.
For heaven's sake, stop talking about the dead bodies. Why, we know who the murderer is. It's Dr. Armstrong.
We should have suspected him from the start.
What exactly did you find in the night?
Well, after you threw your fit of hysterics, we decided that we'd better go to bed. So, about an hour later, I heard footsteps next to my door. I went to Blaw's room, and he was there all right. Then I went to Armstrong's room. It was empty. Then I came to your door and told you to sit tight. Never happened. Then, I came downstairs, the window was open, and my revolver was lying right next to it.
Oh, yes, that revolver. How do we know you haven't had it on you the whole time?
Same old gramophone record. No room in your head for more than one idea at a time, is there, Lord?
No, but it's a good idea.
And you're sticking to it.
Oh, yes.
Why, stop acting like a pair of children.
Sorry, teacher.
Of course, Captain Lombard isn't the unknown. The unknown is Armstrong, and I've got good proof of it.
Oh?
Yes, look back at the rhyme. Four little Indian boys going out to sea. A red herring swallowed one, and then there are three. Well, don't you see it? Armstrong's suicide, a red herring? Only it wasn't suicide. It was only a red herring.
That's ingenious.
It's absolute proof. It's all mad because he's mad. He takes a queer, childish, crazy pleasure in making sure everything fits with the rhyme. Why, dressing up the judge, Morgrave, or even with Miss Brent's hypodermic syringe when he could have just drugged her, or with Rogers going out to get the sticks. It matches the rhyme.
What's next on the line? Three little Indian boys walking into the zoo. I think they hugged one, and there were two. But there's not even zoo on island. How's that gonna happen?
Why, you're drinking a lot.
I feel like we should grab some beer from the kitchen.
Do stop thinking with your stomach, Law. This love of food and drink of yours will be your undoing.
But there's plenty of beer in the kitchen.
Yes, and if somebody wanted to get rid of you, that's the first place they'd put a lethal dose, in a nice bottle of beer.
I'll still grab someone else one. What's that? The boat! The boat!
Law, stop! Don't!
Oh, God!
Law's got his.
How?
Oh! Crushed. Head sewn in.
Is he?
Yes. It's that damn bear holding it back. It's a booby trap all set.
A bear? Oh, how ghastly! It's this awful childness!
Yes. We'd better be very careful of ourselves.
And now there are two.
Law was such a fool.
Oh, he'll get us, and we'll never get off this island.
Yes, we will. I haven't been beaten yet.
But don't you feel it now? There's someone here, watching us, watching and waiting.
That's just nerves.
Oh, then you do feel it.
No, I don't.
Oh, perhaps if there was a boat, we'd be able to get off this island.
Perhaps you're right. We'll go to the top of the island and wait for relief to come. It's a sheer cliff, so we'll be able to see if anyone approaches from the house.
Yes, anything is better than being here.
Wouldn't you be rather cold in that dress?
I'd be colder if I were dead.
I suppose you're right. A quick reconnaissance.
Oh, please be careful, Philip.
I'll be fine, I'm not Lord. Hello, there's something washed up on the rocks.
What? It looks like a body.
You wait here. I'll go check that.
Armstrong. Armstrong's body.
It's Armstrong. Washed up in the high water mark. Drowned.
So there's no one on this island. No one but us.
Yes, Vera. Now we know where we are.
Now we know where we are.
It's a pretty trick of yours, that wire. Quite neat. Old Walgrave always knew you were dangerous.
Why, you...
So you did kill that kid after all!
I didn't kill that child, and that's where you're wrong. Oh, please believe me. Please listen to me.
You better make it a good story.
Oh, it isn't a story. It's a truth. I didn't kill that child. It was someone else.
Who?
A man. Peter's uncle. I loved him.
This is interesting.
Oh, don't sneer. It was hell. Absolute hell. You see, Peter was born after his father's death. And if he had been a girl, you would have gotten everything.
Well-known tale of the wicked uncle.
Yes, he was wicked. But I didn't know. He said he loved me, but that he was too poor to marry. And Peter always wanted to swim out towards that rock. And I told him he couldn't. It was dangerous. But one day when we were on the beach, I had forgotten something in the house. And when I got back to the beach, he had already started off. And when I got back, well, he was already gone. The current had got to him. But I tried to rush past him, but he stopped me, and he told me that he told the little ass to go out there.
Go on.
But I didn't care. I rushed past you, and I plunged into that sea, but when I got there, Peter was already gone.
It all went well at the entrance. They called you a puppy girl, and you kept discreetly quiet about Hugh's part of the business.
Oh, do you expect anyone would have believed me? Besides, I really couldn't. I did love him.
I suppose you let Hugh down.
No, I didn't want to see him ever again.
You truly are an accomplished liar, Hera.
Oh, don't you hear the truth?
Who set the trap that killed Lord? I didn't, and Armstrong's did. I've broken many of the commandments in my day, and I'm no saint. But there's one thing I won't stand for, and that's murder.
Oh, you won't stand for murder? What about those natives you left to die in Africa?
That's what's so damn funny. I didn't.
What do you mean?
For once, just once, mark you, I played the part of hero. Risked my life to save the lives of my men. Left them the food, the ammunition, everything there was. Took a chance in the bush. By the most incredible luck it came off. But it wasn't in time to save them. Then word got around that I deliberately abandoned my men. There's life.
Why, do you actually expect me to believe that? Why, you actually admit the whole thing!
I know. I got such a kick out of watching their faces.
Oh, you can't fool me with a stupid lie like that!
Blast it!
Why didn't I see before? It's there in your face! The face. The killer.
You won't trick me again, Thurr. You cunning little devil!
Take one step closer, and I'll shoot!
You. Young. Lovely. And quite mad.
Oh, God.
It's all coming true. My 10 little Indians rhyme. I rhyme. Silence in the court! If there's any more noise, I shall have the court cleared. Oh, don't be frightened, dear. Don't be afraid. This is a court of justice. You'll get justice here. You thought I was a ghost. You thought I was dead. Armstrong said I was dead. It was a clever part of my plan. Said we'd trap the murderer. said we'd set up my supposed death and leave me free to spy upon the guilty one. He thought it an excellent plan, agreed to meet me on the balcony the same night. I sent him over with a push. So easily. He swallowed my red herring, right? You know, Miss Claythorne, all my life I've wanted to take a life. Yes, to take it. I had to get what satisfaction I could out of sentencing the guilty to death. I've always wanted more. I wanted to do it with my own hands. Guilty, guilty! We're all guilty, you know, but the law couldn't touch you, so I had to take the law into my own hands. Into my own hands! Silence in the court! Anthony Marston first. Mrs. Rogers next. Barberton and the brandy. Mackenzie, stabbed. Got Rogers with an axe while he was chopping sticks. Doped Emily Briggs coffee so she wouldn't feel the hype of her. Booby trap from Lord. And a bullet of Captain Lombard. And now, Vera Elizabeth Claythorne, I sentence you to death.
Stop! Stop! I'm not guilty! I'm not guilty!
Oh, they all say that. Must plead not guilty. Unless, of course, you're going all out for a verdict of insanity. But you're not mad. I'm mad, but you're not.
Why? You'll never get away with this!
I shan't be around to find out. I shall be found laid neatly in my bed, shot through the forehead in accordance with the records kept by my fellow victims. Needless to say, when the sea finally goes down, there will come from the mainland boats and men. You will find 10 dead bodies in an unsolved mystery on Indian Island. But first things first.
But I'm innocent! Oh, you're a judge. Don't you know when someone is innocent and when they are guilty?
You know, my dear, you're one of my last guests to be recruited. One night while I was crossing the Atlantic, the sole occupants of the smoking room were myself and a handsome young gentleman. He told me the most intriguing story. I can remember his words now. I've known a murderess. Known her, I tell you. And what's more, I was crazy about her. You wouldn't think a nice, straight, jolly girl like that would take a kid out to sea and let it drown.
No, I never killed that child. Well, I never meant to.
Naturally, I can be absolutely certain. So during the gramophone recital, I watched the faces of all of you closely. After my long court experience, I had no doubt whatsoever that you were guilty, my dear. And now you killed Lombard! How does it feel to be guilty, to be a murderer? Oh, you liked him, didn't you, my dear? I can't spoil my lovely rhyme. 10 little Indians, you're the last one. I must have my hanging, and you must pay for your crimes, my dear, for the poor innocent child you murdered. For Lombard. Yes. See it's going. One little Indian boy left all alone. Goodbye, my dear. He went and hanged himself, and then there were